All right, so I got a great video for you today. I'm going to be introducing a new travel size razor, and this is the Timeless Tie 95 open comb, which is becoming one of my favorite on my head. I do love the leaf shave razor just for the simplicity of it, but this Tie 95 is becoming like so easy to shave with. I mean, I'd still like the R41, but you know, with this razor right here, I cut myself all the time with it because it's so freaking sharp. And mine's the open comb as well. So I find that the Tie 95 by Timeless, just this head, not this handle. I normally put it on a longer handle like so, comparing the two. And I like that setup. I think this little guy might be really good on my head just because it's so tiny. And when you're shaving your head, if you ever used a safety razor, you're pretty much grabbing it, right at the end of the handle when you're shaving your head. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to see where it goes. And so I'm going to do a head and a face shave today. I'm just going to wet my hands here, and I'm going to put shaving cream everywhere. And I'm be going to Proraso. Haven't used it in a long time. I do like it. When I first started out, this is the one I started out with, and I think a lot of other people do too, just because it's so popular and everybody uses it. So how can you go wrong? Now you can see that I just put some in my hands, and now I'm working it in like it's a pre-shave. Okay? I'm not a big fan of bowl lathering. This is how I do it. Now I'm going to take, whatever brush you have. I'm going to take, the Timeless adjustable brush, and it's synthetic. Just get it a little wet here, and then I'm just going to go in and start working up a lather. And this is how I like to do it. I don't like spending a ton of time down in, my shave bowl and whipping up a lather and then throwing on my face. To me, that's just a waste of time. Now, granted, if you're just starting out or you have your own routine and, you like to bowl lather, well, hey, that's great, dude. It's just not me. I have sensitive skin. I want to just dipping the tips in the water. I want to spend that time on my face, not, in a bowl. But you can see how well synthetic brushes work on creating a quick lather. Now, it didn't take me any time to do this. So loading this razor, I'm just going to, this is still a 3-piece razor. And I've had a lot of people comment, when they ship these, they come with these nylon threads, okay? That's for shipping. I mean, if you're putting this on your razor, you don't have to. Like, I just pitch them or they go down my drain. You don't have to use them. So I'm going to be using the old Lab Blues, which are now the AccuForge blades. I'm going to put one of those in there because I got about a week's worth of growth on my head. And I got about 5 days of growth on my beard. Greatest thing with the old Lab Blues or the new AccuForge blade is there is no goo on the blade. That's huge when you're using razors like Timeless that have the tightest tolerance in the wet shaving community. Base cap goes on, and then the small little handle. I'm thinking this little guy's going to be a freaking great razor here. All right, wet it down. Greatest thing with Timeless is they're always aligned. One thing with Timeless razors, their open comb here, these are EDM laser cut, well, EDM wire.
Check out how precise our mold department can make things. Pretty cool, right? The cuts are so precise, they're basically airtight. So how are these made? Well, we use this wire EDM machine to electrify a brass wire that's about 3 times the size of a human hair.
Which is basically an arc laser that cuts all of the serrations in they're base plates. So the precision on this is off the charts good. And you can see this thing is just a masterpiece. Now, there's not really knurling here. It looks like they laser cut like some little fine boxes. I don't know what they call that. But it holds well in the fingers. Man, that Proraso is kicking. Can feel it on my head. Working magic. And it's got that cooling effect to it. And let's just go like that. Ooh, man. Not really much for me up top. I just have those, little baby fine hairs up top. But I still got to get them. I'm one of those guys that, when you're in your truck and you're looking in your rearview mirror and you see a little freaking hair sticking out, that bothers me. That's why I quit going to the barber years ago, is because, they would miss those spots. And dude, I'm giving you $20 and you can't get all those little hairs. So I started cutting my own hair. All right, so got all that. I'm just going to go to the back now. I gotta say, that little handle makes it pretty easy to, shave your head. Okay, let's go to the sides here. Oh, hell, let's just go all the way down. Come on, America. Never did that before. Well, that was a really cool pass. Let me try that over here. See how good this razor is? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I got to be careful where it's rounded. That's where, if you're going to struggle, this crown around your head is where you're going to struggle on a head shave. Just to maintain that angle. And I'll worry about the sides. You know what? I'm just going to shave my whole face with this. Let's see. Now, my hair from underneath my jawline here grows from my chin to my ears, so that's actually with the green. And then from my Adam's apple up, it grows up. Yeah, this razor just... unbelievable razor. Let's see what we got. Unbelievable how good this razor is. With that handle, I gotta say, it's an interesting handle, man. I'm kind of digging it. I think I like it for head shaving, and you just saw how well, man, there's a ton of hair down here, how well it removed all that growth so quickly. Left a little bit in the back, but it did a good job. The head feels good. Doesn't feel like I got a cut. I didn't see any blood anywhere. You know, some of the other razors that I use that are aggressive, like, the T2, especially the gunmetal finish one I have, on a setting 6, I nick my head all the time with that one. With the stainless steel one, not so much, because I think it's a smoother shave. And with a Henson, it's very hard to nick yourself. You just, you're pressing too hard if you nick yourself. But what a great razor. Now, everybody knows, if you haven't watched my channel, I don't like aggressive razors. Well, I don't mind aggressive razors. I don't like a lot of blade feel. This has a neutral blade feel to it. Unbelievable shave. I know it scares people, and it would me too, but it's not a scary shave at all. Now, this is a hard angle for me. Like I said, it's a round, object, my head, that I'm trying to shave. But this is a critical, if you're shaving your head with a razor, this is a critical pass. Because you want to make sure you get all these little hairs. So make sure you clear all that soap. All right, so now I go this way with it. See how I take it as far as I can back? And that's just when I'm doing the sides. I'm gonna do the same thing over here, because when I miss, it's like right in here, okay? It's a hard spot for me. So I've kind of tailored my technique to where I normally miss. Okay, that's good. Let's get around my ears here. Okay, that's good. Now, around my ears is the only place I go against the grain normally. That way when it grows in, it kind of looks like a fade. Now, I do have a trick. When I do the back of my head, I just hold the razor in a spot and I rotate my head and let the razor pretty much do all the work. Watch how I do that. See how good that was? And I'm just going to go right back the other way. I'll get my neckline here in a minute. Put some more soap on my face here. And we're just going to finish up my face shave as well. This open comb by Timeless Razors is so good. I'll be able to get a BBS shave. So good. Gotta say, with that little handle, it's so easy to maneuver this thing. I like that. did have an ingrown hair there that I popped. You know, it's kind of like a zit. You know, you pop it and then, you know, you think it's a zit and you pop it and there's like 5 hairs that are growing out of, you know, like white pus. So it did cut that off. Not a big deal though. Didn't even feel it. Give this a rinse. All right, I'm going to switch to cold water. Yeah, there's a little bit left there. So I can feel I got a little bit of scuff back here, so I will go just against the grain, just a little bit here. And just feel it. Okay, that's good. All right. And that's good. So just did a little touch up there. All right. And go in with my alum block. Let's get it extremely wet here. Yeah, a little stinging. Not much. On my head here. Nothing in the back. Yeah, maybe a little tingle, but you know, nothing. When I say a tingle, like I can barely feel it. Oh yeah, I love this alum block. If you guys haven't picked these up, and this one's from Parker. You know, most of the other ones are cut in half for the same price as this one. I highly recommend this one. You can pick it up on Amazon. You can buy it directly from Super Safety Razors, which is Parker USA. What a great shave that was. All right, so I'm just going to rinse that off, throw it. Nice thing is they give you a case too. Other people don't. All right. Let me rinse this off my face. And it doesn't take much to get it off, but I highly recommend you get that stuff off. It leaves like a white residue on my face. And, you know, I've been told by other people, like, dude, what's on your face? So definitely just a quickie. And then, you know, just dab it off your face. And then go in with the all-time favorite, Thayer's. Now, this is the original scent. Now, I did just go online and on Amazon and looked at it. The original scent cost more than the ones that have scents on it, or a scent in them. I recommend the one without a scent. It's not sticky. It has no smell to it, and overall it's great. I mean, this stuff goes on so wet. It's so refreshing. It's just hard to explain. Get it? Trust me, you'll love it. All the subscribers of this channel highly recommended to me, like, I don't know, a year and a half ago, and I've been using it ever since. Best thing I've ever used. All right, now that that's on, I do have on my head, since I did it, I do have a calming serum by Leaf Shave Razors. Okay, so I do like using it, and I just put a couple drops up here. I use it on my head. If your head gets dried out, this stuff is awesome for it. I love it. Some people put it on their face. I don't know. I just put it on my head and my neck. I guess I could put the residue of it on my face, but you know, I'm a hungry Italian, so my skin's pretty oily anyways, but what this stuff does to your head is, in the summer, I get so much sun. And as you can see, I do have little sunspots. Those used to be worse before I started using all these shaving products that I use. That's one thing to take into consideration here. I used to get, you know, ingrown hairs, and I used to have like, they looked like zits, but they were ingrown hairs on my neck. I show pictures of that all the time on my channel. Using a safety razor and all these products have resolved that problem, which is awesome. This is why I try to get so many people to switch from a cartridge razor to using a safety razor, because the benefits are outstanding. If you're on the fence, grab a Premier soap and a brush and maybe even a bowl and some Thayers and alum block. Just try that stuff first. Even with your cartridge razor, you're gonna get a better shave or better results, and your skin's gonna start looking better. My problem was that all those blades on the Gillette Fusion was just cutting up my face. Now, granted, did I open up one there? Yeah, but that would have happened with a Gillette razor as well. So just food for thought. One of the greatest thing is Timeless Razors, starting Monday the 1st, they're giving 10% off through the 1st all the way through, I believe it's the 7th of July for Independence Day. They're giving 10% off everything. So click on the links below. Give them a shot. I'm going to tell you, if you buy any of their razors, you're going to be floored on how well these razors are made. And one thing, the greatest thing is they're made in the United States. All the materials are from the United States. They don't buy this crap from China and ship it in. No, it's all bought in the United States. That's why these razors cost a lot more than other titanium razors out there. But there's some that even cost more than theirs. But these guys are so good at what they do. They use an EDM machine to cut their razors, which is unheard of. Nobody does that. Their tolerances are so tight. These guys are so cool. Don't forget to check them out in the links below. List in the comments what you thought about the head and the face shave. Did you see that pass from here to there? How cool was that? Well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to all your friends. And let's start a comment down in the comments section. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great weekend.